it's Tiri. Welcome back to my show. Baby aggro. Main topics of today include what is new with World of Warcraft's 2015 Hallows End holiday, and big changes coming to us in patch 6.2.3. My number one favorite holiday for World of Warcraft is coming October 18th through November 1st. This year in 2015, we are seeing a bunch of new items. 3 new pets, the Ghastly Rat, Ghastly Maggot, and Spectral Spinner pets. My assumption is that they will be added with the cat pet that is already existent and be purchasable with Tricky Treats. We will also be seeing 2 new toys, the Coin of Many Faces, which turns you into someone else. I don't know if it's a random person around you or just a random character in the game. And the Sack of Spectral Spiders, which is exactly what it sounds like. You throw it, and spiders come out of it. I'll get it. Just for my collection. Probably won't use it much. We already have wands that turn you into things like skeletons. They're adding wands to the game that turn you into a gargoyle, an Nerubian spider, or a wight. There's also a 50 charge costume set that makes you look like Deathwing. They've also added a Pepe disguise that is a scarecrow costume. As with any other holiday, you can also purchase the heirloom upgrades with Tricky Treats. And the biggest thing, best for last for Hallows End, they have also added the decorations for your garrison. There are 4 quests that reward you with spooky supplies, and these are used to purchase the different decorations. The decorations cost 5 spooky supplies, and you can get 5 a day. There's the decoration set called Ghoulish Guises, and it gives your garrison people various festive costumes. Hallows Glow brings pumpkins, candles, and other decor to your garrison. Seer's Invitation brings in a Rakoa to grace your garrison. Witch's Brew, which brings a Garrison Brew Witch to your garrison selling various awesome brews. Peat Crawlers brings rats, maggots, and spiders. A lot of these items I assume are probably being dropped into the list of things you can possibly get with the loot-filled pumpkin that you get from killing the Headless Horseman. They probably have really small percentages like the other things sold at the vendor, so you're probably going to want to count on buying the stuff from the vendor. I don't know this for sure, but I doubt they're putting the decorations in the loot-filled pumpkin, but I could be wrong. From what I can tell, all of the stuff the Headless Horseman normally drops, including the Headless Horseman mount, are still there. You can queue up for the Headless Horseman in your dungeon finder. Everything else for Hallows End seems to be the same, but if you are new to the game or just new to Hallows End, check the link in the description for the full guide. Okay guys, biggest topic of today, in my opinion, patch 6.2.3. There are a lot of things that they're changing and adding back to the game. So I say adding back because yes, there are some things that were there and then weren't, and now they're gonna be again. So that's pretty exciting. But first, time walking dungeons. They're adding Cataclysm time walking dungeons. So when the Cataclysm time walking event comes, you can do Grim Batol, End Time, Lost City of Tolvir, Stone Core, Vortex Pinnacle, and Throne of the Tides. They've also added a couple of time walking dungeons to the existing time walking events. For Cataclysm, we will be able to do Magister's Terrace, and this is my favorite because I have many memories from this dungeon. They have added Pit of Sauron to the Wrath of the Lich King time walking dungeon event, which is super cool because Pit of Sauron was added in a big patch later in the expansion. So I'm glad to see that they at least added one of those dungeons because they were my favorites. The Infinite Time Reaver is a random drop from any boss in time walking dungeons. Most exciting feature, even better than adding Pit of Sauron because we all love mounts. I'm super excited for this, and I actually will be doing time walking dungeons a lot more than I was before. Mostly for the mount. Mostly. In patch 6.2.3, you will be able to do cross-realm mythic raiding in Hellfire Citadel. I think it will make it much easier for a lot of people to complete mythic. My guild isn't quite there yet. We don't do a lot of cross-realm because we do mostly guild runs, but a lot of people do just go into random groups or have friends on other servers, so good luck to you. And now, something they have brought back to the game that we never expected, because once they dropped it, the game didn't feel all that different, at least not to me. Leave me comments if you have different opinions. Valor and item upgrades are holding hands and walking right back into the game. You will be able to use Valor to upgrade items from Hellfire Citadel, Baleful items from Tannen Jungle, and items from Draenor 5-man dungeons. You will be able to earn Valor for doing the day's first heroic dungeon, Mythic Dungeons, weekly bonus events, and completing Raid Finder Wings of Highmall, Blackrock Foundry, or Hellfire Citadel once per week. You can upgrade items 5 points each time, and you can do 2 times per item, totaling 10 points per item. To upgrade an item, you will be going to your local ethereal in your major cities. Mythic 5-man dungeons will now have a chance to drop item level 685 to 725 gear. So they've definitely improved that. I might do some more Mythic 5-mans, maybe, possibly. I say that, but yeah, time is a thing. Mythic dungeon bosses also have a chance to drop a new heirloom trinket that will scale up to level 110. Baleful items that you get from Tandon Jungle will have a chance to range from item level 655 to item level 695, so they've upped that. Those items, as well as the new scale of Mythic Dungeon drops, have a higher chance to drop the lower end and a lower chance to drop the higher end item level items. With patch 6.2.3, we will be seeing Warlord Season 3 for PvP, and that means new gear. The Warmongering Aspirant gear will scale up to item level 715, Combatant gear will scale up to 730, and Gladiator will scale to 740. The Grove Warden mount will be a temporary, limited time mount that you can earn by killing Archmond on heroic or mythic difficulty. You get a fragment of dark power from him that starts the quest line that leads to the mount. The last thing from patch 6.2.3 is that you will see more Fellblight coming from all gathering professions. So though we are not seeing a whole new raid or new area you can explore in patch 6.2.3, I feel like adding those time walking dungeons, upping the rewards for a lot of things, all of the things that they're doing, I really do feel like it's a big deal for me, and I'm going to be playing a lot more because of this stuff. It's funny how stuff can feel so small, but then when you think about it, I mean, you can get this gear, this better gear easier, which makes it easier to complete Hellfire Citadel in higher modes or complete it faster. Just progress more in the game. So I hope you guys are as excited as I am about 6.2.3 in World of Warcraft. If you are opted into the beta, you may get an invite to try it out. I have not, or I would play it and stream it, but whatever, I'm not special enough. I hope you are. Last but not least, Blizzard has put up the schedule and floor plan of BlizzCon this year if you'd like to get a head start and prepare yourself to decide what kinds of things you want to go to. Make sure you look for the BlizzCon app because it really helped me last year when I was at BlizzCon. The app breaks down when things are happening and you can pick what you want to go to and it will actually alert you when those things are going to happen. And there's so many things going on at the same time. You just have to pick and choose what you really want to go and see, pick your priorities, and you can set up your schedule ahead of time by looking at the link in the description, which tells you what's going on when. So I hope you guys that are going to BlizzCon have a great time. Tweet all the pics, make all the vids. I wish I could be there, but infant having has caused that to not make sense for me this year. So I hope you guys have fun. But for now, that is my show for today. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your support. Definitely check back every Wednesday for news and gaming videos in between. Tomorrow, which is Thursday, I will be doing a one-time Thursday live stream at 2 p.m. Pacific time. And Friday at 7:40 p.m. Pacific time is a weekly scheduled stream that I raid Hellfire Citadel with my guild at twitch.tv/Tirinei. Regularly, my live streams are on Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time and then Friday at 7:40 p.m. Pacific time, but I had a thing happening this last Tuesday. So, I hope to see you tomorrow and on Friday, but until then, take care of yourselves. I will talk to you soon. I love you all. Bye!